Hey, what's up, Diamonds? It is your boy Doc Reed out here one more again in these relationship streets. This is what you are. If you have forgotten that since last week, if you have not reminded yourself, if no one else has told you, you are a diamond. Okay, don't you forget that. So, today we want to talk about, are you afraid your next relationship will fail? I know a lot of you are, and we're going to dig into it today. So, yes, it is your boy, your favorite relationship and life coach, Doc Reed. What's up, ladies? I see y'all coming in. So, I'm going to jump right into it. What's up? Let me see. Let me make sure all my settings is good. Okay. All right. Hey, what's up, Tracy? So, are you afraid your next relationship will fail? If you're honest with you, if you're many of you are honest with yourself, this is a real and present fear. Okay? Because you say to yourself, what if it turns out like the last two, the last three, the last four? You say, Doc, okay, I got a very valid reason to be concerned here. Okay? I have been in relationships with Satan's love child. Okay, I have been with some of the most horrific individuals on this side of glory. All right, I've been with some real doozies. So excuse me if I'm not very optimistic about where my relationship future lies. For many of you, you felt like, well, I knew that last one was going to work. I did. He had all the signs that he was a good guy. Okay, but guess what? He ended up to be just as much of a narcissist, just as much of a user, just as much of a manipulator as the last four or five guys I was in a relationship with. So from your perspective, you're like, why in the world should I have hope? I mean, what is it that is going to make me have hope? And here are the things that oftentimes happen when you're struggling to believe that next one is going to work out. If you even, some of you are like, I'm not even trying it. I'm not even going there. Screw all of that. Okay. After I came through what I just came through and survived, I'm not even trying to do it. Okay. But for those of you who will muster up the courage to try to do it, for some of you, you got to be careful. Okay. Because what some of you will do, one of three things. Okay. There are more, but I'm just going to list out three. You will self-sabotage the situation because we got this deep-rooted belief that it's not going to work out. I know it's not going to work out. So rather than wait to get to the point where this thing is going to crash and burn, it's going to blow up in my face, my expectations are not going to be met, I'm going to take the wheel and I'm just going to turn us into a guardrail. Okay, let's just go ahead and hit the joystick and let's just crash because it's going to happen anyway. So let's just get it over with. You may do some of anything, whatever you got to do to just hurry up. Let's just speed through this thing. You feel what I'm saying? And so you end up sabotaging it. Yeah, you do. You're not proud of it. No, you're not proud of it. But in a way, you do it because you feel like I'm saving myself time. Because when you're like, I don't have time to waste anymore. And it's really oftentimes at a very subconscious level. You don't go into the relationship saying, oh, I'm going to sabotage it. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Mike, how you doing? Yeah, Mike, I just want to let you know I'm going to totally derail this relationship. Might be a nice guy. Could be a nice guy. But if God forbid, you see any signs that make you feel like, oh, no, my last one did that. Or the third one, no, I'm done. And, you just run it into a tree. Or you just totally avoid it altogether. Guy can't get on your schedule. You're always busy. He's like, well, can I possibly see you next? If this weekend doesn't work, what about Tuesday? Yeah, no, you know what? I got a basket weaving on Tuesdays, so that's not going to work. And he's like, well, basket? Okay, what about Thursday? You know what? Thursdays is when I play marbles. And so Thursdays is not going to get it. He was like, well, can I get in anywhere? Like, y'all got your phones out. And he's like, okay, what about the 3rd of next month? Okay, hold on. Hey, you know what? I'm watching paint dry on the 3rd. Um, hmm. I tell you what, why don't we just kind of play it by ear and just see what might happen? Okay. And obviously, a guy gets the picture and he just gives up because he just gets the fact that you don't really want to go out with him. Okay. But you mean well. You're saving yourself heartache because, like I said, you really, yes, Tracy, super guarded. You believe it ain't gonna work? No way. Okay, don't have time to waste. Or the other one is, now this is all the way other end of the spectrum. Okay, you get very clingy. Okay, you feel like it's not going to last, and you feel like it's always kind of seeping through your hands. So you got to do everything you can to keep it from doing that. All right. Some of you might have been here before. You know what that feels like. You have a very anxious attachment style. So you go into it fearing that it's not going to last, right? So you got to do everything that you can. You look like the little girl in the toy store and, saying, I want this. And the mom or dad saying no. And you got by the leg and they dragging you like, no, no, I want it. And you're not proud of it. It's not sexy. I get it. But these are the things that you tend to do subconsciously when you really don't believe that it's going to work out. And let me just humor me with this. I want you to know, for those of you who, believe in God, you serve God, you praise God and all of this, I do really want you to understand that if God is in this equation for you, that you do serve a God who specializes in showing up at the last minute. Okay, let's just keep it all the way 100, right? If you're playing and you believe in and own everything, and you calling those things and be not and all that, yeah, God. See, many of you've had a horrible past relationship. I mean, you've been through it. Like, the half has not been told. You could write books and fill up volumes, and they would be bestsellers. The stuff that you have been through. So dig this, right? So the nation of Israel. Okay, the children of Israel, they started out in Egypt. That's bondage. That's slavery. That's hard times. Okay, hard times. That's Run DMC. Hard. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, hard times. Right. That's Egypt. Now, it would be wonderful if they went straight from Egypt, and right next door to Egypt was the Promised Land. Nope. God didn't set it up that way. I don't know why. I don't write the material. All I do is just deliver the news, right? Wasn't like that. You go straight from Egypt into the wilderness. Okay, you wandering around, all right? You wandering around. Now, on the very tail end is the Promised Land. Okay, that's the next place. And if it wasn't difficult enough, because you didn't come through the desert and all this kind of stuff, they're giants in the land. Okay, God's got a real crazy sense of humor. This is the place that he told you that, okay, he has for you. It's foretold. That's why, hey, this is where I brought you to. But they're giants in there. So now you have a decision to make. Okay, you have some believing to do, right? And this is what it feels like to you. Like, wait a minute, you brought me all the way out here for this? Now, here's the make or break, right? Because for those of you who know the scriptures, maybe you only know one or two, but you got to know this one, right? It's very popular. You know that two of the spies that went out to spy out the land said, hey, it's cool. I like it. My crib's going to be over there. I already got my spots picked, my spot picked out. Say that 3 times. The 10 was like, no, I'm sorry. The giants, I don't even do giants, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I got a tall cousin. I don't even mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he over 6 feet. Yeah. You can miss me with all that, son. So 10 of them said we can't do it. The Promised Land, this place that God has for us, we can't enter in. So the 2, it was all about faith and it was all about believing God, right? But here is the deal. If you give up hope, if you get right to the very end because it looks like you're not going to make it, how many of you know that God specializes in situations that look like they're not going to work out? But let me tell you this. If you grow weary in well doing, if you give up, then wouldn't it just be awful to get all the way up to like right before you enter into the promised land and just die? Wouldn't that be horrible? Yeah. So don't do it. Don't do it. To go through all that you've been through, all that you've endured, all the horrible relationships, all of being taken for granted, all of men just walking all over you and crushing your beautiful diamond heart, all of that to just get right to the edge of the promised land and just kill over and not be able to make it in because of doubt and disbelief. Don't do it. And I sense that many of you are in doubt and disbelief land. You've given up. You there in body, but you just a walking dead. There's no life. It's gone. The hope is gone. It's not there, right? It has just seeped out. And what I want you to do is I want you just to be able to just humor me, welcome hope back, and just be able to see yourself in the promised land. Okay? Just humor me. Just be able to see yourself in the promised land. Roll around, see what that feels like in the promised land. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's for you. But guess what? Ain't nobody going to force it on you. Because it may be a little faith. You know, you got to fight the good fight of faith, right? And you might not just ease right on into it. There may be a giant situation that's saying, do you really believe this? You don't believe it, do you? No, you don't believe it. You don't want this, do you? You don't want the promised land, okay? But if you really believe it and you really know it's for you and you believe that God has it for you, like I said, God specializes in this stuff, then just humor me. Believe it, ladies. I guarantee you, you will not be sorry. Now, as I know, some of you, Doc, listen, I hear you. It sounds good. I like listening to you, Doc, because you're funny. You know what I'm saying? Weird shape head and all that. And you say scriptures and all that. I enjoy that. But you know what? This one, no, I'm not really tracking with you. Okay, I get that. That's fair. It's cool. Whatever. You may need a little bit more. You may need a little bit more. It's cool. Okay, I don't expect to come out here in 10, 15 minutes and you know what I'm saying, and turn around 3 times and you healed. No. The scripture says this one comes out not just by prayer, but prayer and fasting. You need a little something else. I get it. So you may need coaching. Okay. If you are an empath, all right, July 13th, that's a very important day. Because for those of you who are an empath, and many of you who are empaths, you know what I'm talking about. You've been through horrible relationships because your heart's so big and you've just laid down in the middle of traffic for folk. You just let cars run all over your heart, all kind of, you're on the narcissist highway, come. So you get it, right? And you just like, Doc, I'm good. I can't get back in the game. I'm just holding on by a thread now because I got this trauma bond narcissist thing that I'm just trying, whatever. Okay, I get it. All right, July 13th. That is my next empath group coaching class. Okay, if you want to be considered for that, all right, please hit me up. Go to my website, christopherreed.org, okay, and hit me up. Now, some of you are out here. Tracy is one of them that's in my current group coaching, empath group coaching class, okay? I'll have to have them do a testimonial one day on one of these videos. But listen, we're going to be talking about how to break free of these crazy relationships. Because here's the deal. You can't enter into the promised land until you break free of Egypt. Some of you got some ways that you have brought from Egypt. They're not of God. They are totally not of God. He did not sanction them. So you have to break free, because that's one of the things that kept the children from entering into the promised land. They brought some of those Egyptian ways with them. That's a beautiful thing about the wilderness, because before I take you into the promised land, okay, I can't have you bringing those Egyptian ways in here. I can't have you bringing that doubt and disbelief. So anyway, we're going to be talking about breaking free of that trauma bond. Going to be talking about establishing these boundaries. That's one of the big problems that empaths have. You have very, very weak boundaries or no boundaries whatsoever. Okay, going to be dealing with that. And also, now, once the promised land is right here, can you get in? Once Mr. Right is right there, do you know how to accept that? Do you know how to appreciate that? Do you know how to allow him to come into your life and bless you? But or you just so used to just doing too much that there again, you didn't done too much. You don't know how to receive. You don't know how to receive. You don't know how to ask for what you want. You don't know how to expect to get what you want. So if you're one of the 10, if you believe you are, hit me up if you are an empath. Now, some of you not an empath, you know what, Doc, I just need help. Yeah, I don't have no faith for no next relationship. I think about next relationship and I start to itch and I break out in hives and I get hot, and I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't deal well with it. Okay. Just hit me up, do a free 30-minute consultation, okay? And then we'll determine, based off your situation, which coaching package is going to work best for you, all right? I would love to be your coach, love for you to hire me to help you through your situation. A lot of the ladies out here listening right now that I'm working with, have worked with, whatever the Lord lays on your heart. But I am here to help you. You do not have to stay stuck in the wilderness or in Egypt, wherever you find yourself emotionally at this time. Okay. Tonight, join me please in my Facebook group if you are interested. I'm going to be talking about how do your emotions impact your relationship decisions or your judgment. Yes, many of you, especially my empaths, God bless you. You make your decisions based off how you feel. How has that worked? Okay, so we're going to be getting into it tonight. Okay, I'm going to take a deep dive, 1 hour discussion, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in my Facebook group. Go to my website, christopherreed.org. You'll see there what to join. The first month, ladies, is 1 penny. It's one whole penny. Okay, now if you can afford that, if you can muster up, bring some coins and make a penny. If you like it, then it's just $9.99 a month after that. Okay. So subscribe if you like the video, ladies. Please subscribe. If you like seeing me and my craziness and all my antics, I love you to be a part of my channel. So let me say hello to some people. Jordan, what's happening? Life as Lala. Oh, you're a super empath. You need the class. Well, hit me up. Life is Lala. And then I'll give you the details, the fee involved, and all of that. Not accepting everybody, only want those who are really serious about change. Okay. So if that's you, hit me up. I'm an empath, but I'm going to continue to become the best me. Yes, please do. Elizabeth, Coretta, what's happening? Coretta, Birmingham, Just Queenie. Oh, you date yourself. That's what's up. Okay. And of course, Tracy, I said what's up to you. Thanks for putting that website out there, Tracy. Just don't want to repeat the pattern. I left the last guy and I'm an empath raised by narc parents. Oh my God. Keep choosing the same guy and leaving. Whew. Phoenix Rising. Hit me up. That's the story I hear every day. So would love to help you with that if you want the help. Let me see. M-Maze 72, what's happening? Sexy Red 711, what it do? Nikki B in the his what's happening? Denise Shorter, Audrey Washington, daughter of God, is trying to make me feel guilty for leaving him and curses my future. It was an unequally yoked. Yeah, I bet he does try to coach your future. Make you feel guilty. Hershey for life. What's happening? I know you don't need to meet another narcissist. Nene Lee, Tiffany Moore, Argel Jackson. What's happening, ladies? I really love how y'all come out here and support a brother every week. I gotta go get ready to do my live here at 9. My other group will be waiting, and I gotta go slick my eyebrows down and shine my head and get ready. Okay, I hope that y'all are having a wonderful week, and I had a wonderful Father's Day. What's up, Jill? Jill is in my group, my empath group. Oh my God, I love my empath group. Listen, let me tell you something. You have not lived. You have not lived until you get a group of nothing but empaths. So my group now, and they can speak to this, 10 empaths. Now, just imagine, so if you're an empath and you're in here right now, okay, just imagine 10 of you. That's what it's like being in the empath group. I mean, they can't love each other enough. They can't support each other enough. It is one of the most amazing experiences to witness. And I'm being hugely blessed by seeing what God. I'm just a vessel. God knows I'm just a vessel. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. I ain't that bright. You know what I'm saying? I may be a little funny. I may know about 2 or 3 scriptures that I can string together. But when I tell you, now I will say this: if I hear God, I try to, I listen, say, all right, God, but to see what God is doing with these women already, and it's just really blessing me. So God has a special place in his heart for the empaths, and I really do believe that an empath is God's heart walking around on the earth, because that's a special type of person that you are. And if you're an empath, you know what I'm saying. No slight against anybody else. You're just as amazing, but everybody plays a role, right? And being an empath that's a different assignment. It really is. It really is. So, all right, ladies, if you came late to the party, go back and check it out. If you want to see how your fear comes in play with your relationships and how it makes you make bad decisions, okay? And, a lot of those decisions is a result of you've lost your hope, okay? You got to get that. Hope deferred maketh the heart sad. You know what that is? That's just depression. How many of y'all feel like y'all suffering with a little depression right now? Twinge of depression? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get it. So anyway, I got to get out of here. I can't hang out all night with y'all, even though I want to. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. God bless.